Nuclear verdicts are the buzzword that insurance companies use for claims that exceed $10 million dollars and are often litigated that yield that kind of a result. And I just wrapped up a webinar with one of our insurance companies today to talk about some of the indicators to talk to people about for personal liability. So if you're receiving this video, I found that it's going to be beneficial for you to see it because you fall into one of these categories that are more prone to a large claim should something bad happen. Because most of our customers that have wealthy lifestyles or fall into one of these categories are not really doing anything wrong at the time of the loss, but the situation and the accident leads them to look unfavorably upon by the jury, right? And so it yields these uh, larger verdicts that seem irrational, but it's happening culturally. And this particular insurance company said that every week they're seeing a large claim of $500,000 or more. I'm going to talk here in a minute on the video about $1 million claims. There are 6 examples, but if you fall into one of these categories, holding charity events at home, renting out like VRBO homes, household staff, swimming pools, recreational vehicles, charitable boards, high-tech toys for your children like drones, and watercraft ownership, these are areas where you need to consider what kind of umbrella liability limit you have. And just ask yourself, is it enough? If something bad happened in any one of these categories, would I feel okay with the current liability limit that I have? If you don't, call me and let me know, and I'll give you some indications on what more you can do to protect yourself from a liability standpoint. But this is really a shot across the bow of I need to think about this, and this isn't necessarily fun to think about when you see these claims examples that happen to people on personal lines, and when they're supposed to be having fun, like a dog biting a girl in the face was a $2.5 million verdict. Somebody had a service contractor come to their home to work on a boiler, and the guy needed a ladder, and they loaned him their personal ladder, and he got hurt on it. That one was over $5 million because the man was unable to work anymore. We had a hand amputated for some minors that were on an ATV and an unleashed dog on a cycling accident. So these weren't necessarily in our office. These were from the insurance company's webinar today to talk about, hey, these are bizarre things that have happened where you think you're doing the right thing and a bad claim happens. So if you don't know what your liability umbrella limit is, please reach out. We'll revisit it. We'll talk about it and talk about your exposures. But I just want you to be informed, and this webinar was really great. I boiled it down from a half hour down to 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So you're welcome.